Good morning, traders, and welcome to the daily call today, Friday, the 4th of September. Looking at yesterday's markets, we had one bit of data to be released. It was the manufacturing PMI number from the US. That came in pretty close to forecast at 56.9. The big news yesterday, or the biggest movers in yesterday's markets, was it was all the attention on the equities markets. We saw the Dow Jones dump around about 800 points for the session, as we could see that investors were clearly taking time to cash out on some of those profit makings as those equities had reached certain highs in anticipation of the job numbers which are due out tonight. So we saw profit taking last night causing the index market to dump. As I said, the Dow Jones around about 800 points. In contrast, the US dollar did show some strength yesterday, recovering and making some ground against most of the majors for the session. That was pretty much all that happened yesterday, so we moved towards our chart of the day. Now, the chart that I showed you yesterday was a GBH CHF. That did trigger. That trade is going in our direction. We're positive around about 50 odd pips on that trade at the moment, so let's see how that one plays out. But we do have an open position on the GBH CHF this morning. Bit difficult to find anything that just basically stared at me, blatantly obvious. But what I have, what did catch my eye was the Aussie Kiwi on a daily timescale. I'm showing you here that we can clearly see that this particular pair is in uptrend. Okay, it did have a bit of a pause through here, but we have broken through and it's coming back. And what I'm also noticing now, I don't know how close it is, that level there is very similar to where we currently are right now. So sometimes when a previous level is resistance, once we break through, it can come back and act as a support. Okay, so what I'm looking for, I didn't notice that line until I've just drawn it right now, otherwise I would have added it to my chart. But in any case, we are in uptrend on this particular chart. So as we pull back, what I'm looking for is I want to see some kind of price action reversal occur here, which would basically mean that the market's coming down, reversing, and then basically gives us a trigger to become a buyer and to continue with my trend continuation type trade. So I need to wait for this candle, which is this morning's candle, to complete. Once I have that candle completed, if I do have a price action reversal pattern which has been confirmed for me, well then I will be ready to take that trade. So let's look at this one on Monday. Added to your hot list, Aussie Kiwi daily timescale is our chart of the day this morning. All right, what's on the agenda for the session which is about to kick off? It's a big one. 10:30 this evening from Canada, we have the employment change numbers and also the unemployment rate. Now, simultaneously at the same time, 10:30, we also have non-farm payroll numbers due out. That's the unemployment rate, the average hourly earnings, and the employment change for the US. For those of you who are newer to trading, this would be considered the Super Bowl of data releases. It tends to be one of the more volatile news releases in the market, highly anticipated, happens on the first Friday of the month, which is today. And particularly for anybody trading the US CAD combination, as both countries are releasing job figures at the same time, it can be extremely highly volatile. If you've never seen a market at this release and you're new, I suggest log on to your demo account at that time and just watch what happens as the clock turns precisely 10:30 p.m. That's Sydney time. Okay, there you have it. That pretty much wraps up the session, guys. As always, please feel free to contact us if you do have any questions. Follow me on Twitter at ChatFX for trade setups and breaking news. Most importantly, hope you all have a fantastic trading day. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you on Monday for the daily call. Bye for now.